Hi, this is Margie Basso and welcome to Eastlink TV. Today you will be seeing the 17th annual Festival of the Grape in Oliver, BC. This is an annual event, and for 2013 we are going to show you over the next half hour some various organizers. We'll be talking to dignitaries as well as interviewing some of our grape stompers, a group coming from Oliver and a group coming from Osoyoos, as well as a children's stomping group in the children's play area. I have Jayana Johnson here with me as a co-host today, and she'll be also letting you know about how things are going on in the children's area. We look forward for you to be able to see and to be able to experience the 2013 Festival of the Grape. Jayana, just give us some feedback on the children's section.
I like it and it's really good. I like the climbing wall and the bouncy castle and all the games they have there.
Wonderful. Thanks, Jayana. Stay tuned and we hope that you enjoy Festival of the Grape 2013. We now have Holly Plant, who is the MC of the Festival of Grape 2013, as well as the president of the South Okanagan Chamber of Commerce. So welcome, Holly. We're so glad that you're here today and emceeing. Tell us your role a little bit about being the MC today at today's festivities.
Well, of course, it involved being the Bacchus, the goddess of wine. So that was wonderful to lead the parade out and the dignitaries. And on behalf of the Festival of the Grape Committee and Chamber of Commerce, it was an honor to be able to stand up today and to do that, to introduce our festival, our 17th year. I can't believe it's 17 years. It's incredible. So yeah, it's a huge honor to be here today.
And of course, you are the president of the Chamber of Commerce. Can you just give some information on how the Chamber is connected to this event?
Absolutely. So this is an event that we bring every year to the table, the South Okanagan Chamber of Commerce. We have a committee that we form within the community, and so we have volunteers that step up every year to be a part of that committee, and then we also have 250 volunteers as well that step up to make this festival happen. So it really is a huge community effort year after year, and that's why it is such a successful event, because of our volunteers and because of the leaders in our area that do step up.
Now, a big component is the entertainment. I know that we had a band, I believe, or that was playing earlier, and they were from a choir from Edmonton. Just give some information, background on them.
Yes, they came to us. The Edmonton Men's Choir came and approached us, and they, wanted to be able to bring that element of flair as well to our audience. We have a wide demographic that come out to the festival, so it's very important for us to have something for everyone. So the Men's Choir was a great way to kick off the festival. And now, as you can hear in the background, we're rolling into Rumba Calzada. They are our Latin salsa flair band this year that we've selected. Get people out kind of shaking their hips and, loosening up with a little wine and enjoying the sunshine.
Now, there's many components as well to the Festival of Grape besides the entertainment. We also have the Grape Stomp. Can you give a little bit of background on the Grape Stomp?
Ooh, the Grape Stomp year after year, it is big competition. We have, usually 3 heats of teams that compete. Of course, they're trying to pound their feet as fast as they can, produce the most amount of juice, and it is competitive out there. You'll see people throwing grapes at each other. Very thankful for Eastlink for stepping up as a sponsor for that, and also for Vincor for supplying us with our grapes. So again, another testament to our community for stepping up and making a fun event like that happen to add, huge to our festival.
Now, there's also a trade show. There's 20 vendors, and give some information on that.
Yeah, the 20 vendors really can vary from anyone highlighting whether it's food products or highlighting real estate. Really, the sky is the limit. So it's a great way for our vendors throughout the valley and businesses to be able to showcase what they have to offer. It's kind of sometimes a nice area for people to take a break from the wine for a while and to really take in the local businesses and what they have to offer. So again, a great way to boost and promote economic development in our area.
And of course, lastly, we have the art show, and just give the viewers a little bit of information on the art show.
Well, the art show has grown. I'm sure anybody that's come to the festival in the last few years, there are more artists than ever. It is amazing. If you go into the hall and you see it, it is just breathtaking to see the range of art that's in there. They have the competition, they're honoring different artists, and it's just such a great way to highlight again the diversity in our culture out here in the Okanagan, the amount of people that are artists in our area. It's just showcasing what they have. It's brilliant.
So obviously a very busy day, a lot of volunteers and that goes behind it. If there's people that are listening that have not come to the Festival of Grape before, what can you give them some advice?
Oh, definitely come ready to have fun. It's a family-friendly event, so kids under 12 do get in for free. There are the wine tents, there are the food vendors. Like we mentioned, there's the art show, Grape Stomp. Well, we have the Chateau de Kids, which Interior Savings has graciously sponsored, and then the Osoyoos Times and Oliver Chronicle have added the petting zoo element to the festival this year. So there's a section for kids to get face painting done, and there's the inflatables. So there really is, climbing wall as well too. It's just, the sky's the limit as well for the kids. So I think that, in our region, having family-friendly events is very important, and so we really take it seriously to up the ante when we can for the Chateau de Kids area. There really is something for everyone here, so just come ready to spend the day and to enjoy yourself, and the festival will never let you down.
I now have our next guest, which is Mayor Ron Havanis, and he is the mayor of Oliver, and so we welcome him. Thank you so much, Ron, for joining us today, and just give us a little bit of your sort of thoughts on the festival itself.
Thank you, Margie. The festival is just absolutely incredible. It's not only a local event, but it's truly a regional event. I often, complain a little bit that there's not much trade that comes south to Oliver, but an event such as this actually brings the entire community, the entire region together. Incredible showcasing of our vintners, our community, our craftsmen. The volunteers are incredible. I mean, it's 17 years that this has been going on, and it hasn't tired at all. It just gets better and better every year. I was just over in the petting zoo. The events for the kids are just incredible. They're all over. They're just thrilled, having the best day. The weather's great. You can't complain at all.
No, we can. And actually, we were very fortunate with the weather yesterday at Garlic Festival. It wasn't so nice. So we're really glad that it was nice today for our major main event, which is the Festival of the Grape. Now, you mentioned volunteers, and we were talking to Holly Plant earlier, who the president of South Okanagan Chamber of Commerce. She said there's something like 250 volunteers in order to make this event occur.
It's crazy. I know. Volunteers do get tapped out, but for an event such as this, they come forward, and they come forward year after year, and they come forward from all walks of life, young and old, and they're here, and every one of them has a smile on their face. The mood right here today is almost infectious. You can't be here and not have a good time. So to those volunteers, big kudos, big thank you. This event would not happen. We wouldn't be blessed with this event without those volunteers.
And of course, I think their planning starts immediately after the one fog ends. Yep. They start their planning for the next year event. It's not a matter of putting it together a couple of weeks ahead of time.
I can't imagine the planning that goes in. But every community struggles with some of their aging service clubs. They're always trying to attract new members, and a lot of people, the lifestyle today with two working parents always, they just can't afford to go to monthly or weekly meetings. But an event like this, they can really get behind. They work so hard throughout the year, but then it's here and then it's over. They can relax and can prepare for the next year. But it's an incredible blessing to the community. I just can't imagine. The restaurants for 2 nights have been absolutely full. The downtown's full. It brings so much life to a community. It's just a great event.
It definitely is our major event for the year, and we have others as well. Now, there were some dignitaries here earlier, and maybe you can make a mention of them.
Sure. Our brand new MLA, Linda Larson, was here earlier in the day. She may still be here. We also had Director Alan Patton from the Regional District, who cost shares and absolutely everything that you see in this community center. It's paid for by the taxpayers of both Oliver and rural Oliver. And we also had the mayor of our one sister city in Lake Chelan, Washington, Bob Geddes, great friend of Oliver who has been to this event many times, and many times he brings up other council members and members of his community. He did tell me, though, he says that he's up here just to steal ideas. He just wants to see this event in Lake Chelan, so it's drawing international attention.
And of course, I think a big accolade this year was with the entertainment, the Edmonton Men's Choir, who actually sought us out in order to perform. Just, give some background on that.
I think it's an absolute hoot to have them here, and the fact that they did seek us out. And I know, talking with Holly, Holly Plant, she was saying that that half-hour time has always been considered a little bit of dead time. And what do we do during that time? And the bleachers were full during that choir's presentation, and I think everybody enjoyed them.
Yeah, they were fantastic. Now, finally, I just want you to make mention of our band shell. This band shell, I think, is only the second year that we've had it for FOG, for Festival of the Grape, and just elaborate on that.
Well, the men's choir was singing O Canada, probably one of the best renditions of O Canada I've ever heard. And I had to keep walking a little bit further because the sound got better and better and better. And I actually had goosebumps, and I looked up at the band shell, and it's hard to imagine that we haven't had this for the last 17 years. So the fact that the Kiwanis Club came out last year in a period of months, built this for us, so it was ready for last year's Festival of the Grape. This band shell is just going to bring more and more great acts, great events to this community, and it's certainly, if the Festival of the Grape is a showcase of the wine festival, the band shell is becoming a showcase of the Festival of the Grape. So, huge thank you again to the Kiwanis Club of Oliver.
Absolutely, and we thank you so much for your time. We want to be able to make sure that you have enough time to go back and join in with the festivities. Stay tuned with Eastlink, and we'll be showing you more clips and more festivities that are going on with the Festival of the Grape for 2013. We're here in sunny Oliver, BC, and it's the 17th annual Festival of the Grape. And I have with me right now is Ed Dukes, and Ed has been in charge with the Grape Stomp. So we want to welcome Ed and thank him so much for his volunteerism. So Ed, just give us some information on the Grape Stomp itself.
The Grape Stomp, we try and get as many teams as we can, but we've got 12 teams this year. We'll be having 2 heats and then a final at the end. And it's all done by the weight of the juice that's stomped, and whoever has the most amount of juice stomped wins the best prize. We'll also have prizes for best costumes, and we'll have runner-up prizes too. A lot of the businesses surrounding Oliver have all donated prizes for the Grape Stomp, and it's wonderful the support we're getting.
Now, you have 3 heats today. There's 12 teams.
2 heats of 6 teams each, and then a final of 6 teams, the top 6 teams from the heats.
And can you tell me how many local teams?
There are, I believe, only about 3 local teams. We have teams from Alberta, a lot of teams from Alberta actually, and teams from Kelowna. But Intervisions is one team they've stomped every year for 17 years and never won anything. So hopefully they'll be lucky today.
Hopefully it's 17 years is lucky for them. We'll be talking to them a little bit later. Yep. Now, what entails your job for organizing the stomp itself?
I have to organize the picking of about 1,800 pounds of grapes, which are donated by the Incomeep Vineyard. I have to organize, of course, a platform for it to happen. I have to get barrels ready and contact all the teams and schedule them and sweat a lot. Hopefully it all turns out.
Well, it was a wonderful start so far. We've just finished the first heat, and what can we expect to come from here?